my name is Paula Harrison. I have been at SkyView for 6 years. The first 2 years were as an assessment coordinator, and then I became the assistant principal with Mrs. Worley, and this year will be my first year as lower school principal. I have spent all of my 25 years of teaching in charter schools in Colorado, teaching elementary, mostly 4th and 5th grade.
My name is Javier Negrón. I'm originally from Puerto Rico. I moved to Florida when I was 12, and now I've been in Colorado for about 18 years. Prior to coming to SVA, I worked at Children's Hospital for close to a decade. My background is actually in psychology, and after many years of telling my wife that I wanted to go back into teaching, finally it was the right time for us, and I came to SkyView. I started at SkyView as a middle school Spanish and leadership teacher. Did that for a few years, then transitioned into a leadership role at the middle school, then into a leadership role pre-K 8, and then leadership role upper school. And this will be my first year as the upper school principal.
My name is Worley. I am the head of schools at SkyView Academy. I have been in education for 26 years. I am entering my 10th year at SkyView. I've had a variety of roles here at SkyView. I started when I returned back to the classroom after raising my own 2 children as a SPED professional, supporting SPED students, and then transitioned back into the classroom teaching English, which is what my degree in teaching is originally from. I then transitioned into middle school administration as the principal, and then transitioned into the role of pre-K 8 principal. And then this past year, in February, I was appointed by the board as head of schools.
Lifelong learners, honorable leaders. I absolutely love this place. This is the right place for me as far as a career. I enjoy this place. It truly energizes me. Not only that, it is the right place for my family. Both of my kids go to this school and they've been here for 7 years. It is the right place for me because of what we believe in. It is the right place because of the community. It is absolutely a community that is very supportive, and I feel at home.
An amazing community, and I think it means to me that we have the opportunity to invest in the holistic development of students. I chose SVA when I returned back to teaching and to education after raising my own children because of the vision and mission. I believe in it wholeheartedly, and I believe we have the opportunity to show every individual in our community that they matter and that they impact our world in a positive way.
I have worked at 3 or 4 different charter schools, and SkyView has been the one school that has really felt like a whole family, and I think that it's because it's a whole pre-K through 12 school. It's a huge family.
I think what excites me most about the transition of my new role is the fact that I have the opportunity to empower other individuals in our faculty and staff in leadership. I'm excited that I have had the opportunity to work at SkyView for 10 years and observe the things that we have that can be growth opportunities, and the things that we do well, and merge them together and make us even better than we've been in the past. I am excited to have Paula and Javier as the principals of our upper and lower school, and I'm very excited to have the role of deans in our building. It empowers the individuals to be leaders, and to also focus on the core areas of elementary, middle, and high school while we are supporting students and helping them grow.
I think that getting to work still with Janet and Javier and the admin team and all the staff, but what really excites me is the plans that we have for SkyView, with Dean starting this year and mentors and coaches. I'm just really excited about the future for SkyView.
Paula, I'll go with the other half of our mission. Not honorable leader, lifelong learner. I have learned so much from Paula over the last couple of years as we both have been leaders. And not only is her knowledge and experience in teaching, but Paula is always, I think every single week, she is always actively looking for things, not only to help our staff and improve and learn, but also for herself. And I appreciate when she shares those things with me. I certainly do.
I would say Paula's best quality is her organizational skills and her attention to detail. She sees not only the big picture, but is able to break down the big picture and identify areas where we can grow, both in our data and in our student achievement, but also as a school and a faculty. Javier's best quality is his patience and his understanding for individuals. He has the capacity to see a student and in their behavior and understand why they are making that behavior so that he can help redirect that behavior rather than just correct it and maybe have it happen again. He finds restorative practices that are very effective.
Javier, he is the calm, cool, and collected one of the group. He doesn't get riled. He is really calm, it seems like, no matter the situation. Level-headed.
Worley, servant leader. Worley, there is nothing that Worley would not do for anybody in our community, not just students, staff, even a family member of either a staff or a student who goes here. Worley is always available and she will do absolutely anything. I've never met an individual like Worley in that regard. It is absolutely amazing. She tells everyone you matter, and she means it. She will do anything to help anybody out.
And I would say Janet is the one that she wants to take care of everybody. Anytime a problem comes up, she wants to know how she can fix it, how she can help. If anybody's having a bad day, she wants to help them have a good day. So I would say though that is how I see those two.
As an English teacher, you would think this question is very easy for me, but I am not sure actually what fictional character I would most emulate. So I asked Paula and Javier, and they identified the Energizer Bunny, and so I would have to say they're probably correct. I would say the Energizer Bunny.
Oh, this was a hard question to answer. I looked at all my books on the bookshelf, and I could not decide. So honestly, I thought of Wizard of Oz. It's one of my favorite movies, and the character of Dorothy, because she's adventurous. She takes off on an adventure all by herself, and she's very stubborn and headstrong when there's something that she wants, and she really looks out for her family and friends and her dog Toto.
This was a tough one. The one that comes to mind would be Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is a recent show. I think it's been out for only a year. Ted Lasso is a coach who comes from football in the United States, and then it's hired to coach soccer, as we would say in the United States, in the UK. He came from a different background. Not only did he come from a different background, but people initially thought that perhaps his lack of knowledge in soccer would have an impact in the results or what he would be able to do. And my background being in psychology, unlike many of our staffs who know a lot, and many know much more than I do, certainly about education, it is someone who comes from a different background, but that expertise certainly has helped me immensely in my role. And secondly, I have often described myself as pathologically optimistic. I say pathological because at times, even when things are a little bit difficult, I am always able to look at what can I learn from it, or everything's going to be okay. And Ted Lasso as well has that, where he just always appears to be in a good mood.
Well, if you were ever to get into my car, you might possibly hear Elvis Presley station playing on my satellite radio. I'm a huge Elvis Presley fan. I visited his home, which is called Graceland in Memphis, and it was great. And I just grew up listening to his music with my family. So, Elvis Presley.
For a couple of Olympics, I knew swimmers that I had swum against. I used to swim. And there's an Olympic swimmer who won gold in the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. I beat him once. Not in his event, that's not as important, but I can at least say that I beat an Olympic gold medal winner. One time, one day, many, many years ago.
But in 1984, when the Olympic Games were in Los Angeles, my high school dance team won a competition and earned enough points, and I got to participate and dance in the opening ceremonies in the Olympics.